Hello everyone! I am the speaking representative for Group 5, and this is our bug report for the game Monster Wilds. I will be going over the different bugs we encountered during our gameplay sessions. These bugs range from cosmetic complaints to minor bugs to severe, potentially game-breaking bugs. Additionally, I will be grading each bug with a letter grade, ranging from minor, D, to game breaking, A. Without further ado, let's begin. The tutorial. D. Minor. After winning a battle in one playthrough, we received one piece of meat. The upgrade for the ability said that it cost 2 pieces of meat. However, it still gave the ability for free, even though we only had one and it did not take the one we had. C. General. Battles had no ability or attack indicators for effects. The player is not able to click on the abilities themselves during the tutorial battle. It happens automatically as you press E to continue. It might be more beneficial to make it obvious which button the player should click and then allow them to continue after clicking. Map. C. General. The collider on the big white mushroom tree with the snardent monsters by it is too wide where it impairs fluidity moving around it. You also cannot move past the right side because it is too wide. C. General. There are several colliders that are too wide or too high which keep the player from walking fluidly through the second level. We are not sure how to pinpoint exactly where they are for the bug report, but just be aware. NPC dialogue and UI. D. Minor. There is a lot of extra space where text could be or minimized, allowing the player to keep scrolling when there is no more text. An example is in the lore tab, where it explains the lore of the monsters, but you can continue to scroll down when the text ends. C. General. The battle sequence UI starts to overlap and bug out on the second level. The UI starts to appear over other UI, and it begins to act on its own. The round starts on its own where the enemies attack again after the round before selecting an attack. D. Minor. Volume sliders do not work on the options menu in the main menu. D. Minor. When you are attacking and it describes what you are doing, the text is not centered in the middle of the text box. Combat. D. Minor. Sometimes when getting into battle sequences, one of the enemies is bigger than the other. Not sure if it just means it is stronger than normal. B. Severe. When you achieve victory in the battle sequence, the mouse cursor is visible and keeps you from moving the camera until you click back into the game. D. Minor. It takes a second or more when trying to get into battle the first time. We feel the first initial hit should go into the battle sequence. Knowing that if there are enemies nearby when you exit, it takes another couple to start the battle sequence. So it gives the player time to leave without starting another. E. Cosmetic. Some attacks show an effect or something to let the player know they are being attacked, but most of them do not. D. Minor. The player cannot tell when enemies are in a group, or which ones will be in the group. Does not allow the player to effectively strategize battles based on health. For example, if we knew we had enough health to fight and defeat a battle with one single enemy, we would do it. But in this case, we cannot tell because when we thought it was a single enemy, it turned out to be 2. Some battles restore your health to 100%, even without leveling up or consuming anything to restore health. D. Minor. After battles, some monsters that were defeated would not still be there or just do not despawn from the world map. Audio. D minor. Sometimes when you come out of combat with enemies, the audio will repeat faster than normal. E. Cosmetic. The second boss has no audio when being around its area. Menu. Options. C. General. The options button does not work when you are in the game, but it does work when you are in the main menu. Player. E. Cosmetic. We feel the player should have an XP bar to help see how long it will take for them to get to the next level before fighting bosses. E. Cosmetic. There are no visible elements to some abilities on the player, as there is for some of the other abilities. Camera. D. Minor. After playing the game for a while and going into your inventory, the camera gets a little slow and feels buggy. For example, sometimes when you move too far left or too far right with the mouse, the camera will be stuck and you're unable to move further in that direction. Game over screen. B. Severe. We encountered a game-breaking bug where, if the player selects the O menu button from the game over screen, they are soft-locked. The player can no longer leave the ability skill tree. The only solution is to exit out of the game. Quality of life. E. Cosmetic. We thought the arms being extended to the side after equipping an ability was a bug. We think it will be more useful to show equipped items physically or in the player HUD. And that is it for our bug report. We hope that this report helps the developers pinpoint any bugs or issues in their games so they can do their best to fix them. We wish you luck and we hope you have a wonderful day.